two. I ain't seen you in a minute. Ayy, what it do? Hashtag LW. 2 eyes, who you are? Yeah, I know you.
Yo, welcome back to the Bland Conversation, where the conversation is anything but bland. I am your host, the Tarren Bland, right here on 102.3 The Beat and thebeatcincy.com. And today I got a very special guest, my brother from another mother, Tarren Staccato. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
What up, dude? T Bland, what's happening, man? Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate you. I really do, man.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey, this has been a long time coming, man.
Long time coming, man.
So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna tell you about the first time how I discovered Tarren Staccato.
Yeah.
This was back in easily about 2012. I was off away in college up in Bowling Green.
Yeah.
So man, by 2011, 2012, that's when I really started like, man, getting hit with the artists from the city and everything, fall in love with the music. So around this time, Guap Boys, I was heavy with Guap Boys. I know Kid was off doing his situation.
Mm-hmm.
Dash was still rapping on the side, and Mags was still rapping.
Yeah.
So I was on SoundCloud just looking for anything Guap Boys. Just like, man.
Shout out to Mags. That's my cousin, by the way. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
this got some. I just need some new music or something.
Yeah.
And then I seen one, Tarren Staccato featuring Mags, Ric Flair.
Oh yeah.
And me being a wrestling fan, it was like, all right, let me go ahead and take a listen to it.
Yeah.
And then, boom, from right then and there, I listened to the song. I was messing with it.
Yeah.
Then I went ahead and followed you on Twitter.
Yup.
It's funny, we was following each other on Twitter long before I even know who you was,
Yeah.
before we met, man. That's just crazy.
I actually remember that too, because I remember the T Bland for a long time. Like, and then when we connected, I think back in, was it 2018 or 2019? Probably like somewhere that. And I got to going around on my Twitter. I'm like, damn, bro, man, dude, man, connected, dude, been rocking with it. Like, I was like, oh man, it's a small world, man.
Sure.
It's amazing how doors open up, man, for real, and how people get put in place to be a blessing. So I'm thankful for you, bro, for real.
Ain't no problem. Say, man, that record was hard, and I've been following what you've been doing ever since then, man. For sure. So for the people who don't know, man, just let's go ahead and start from the beginning, man. Who is Tarren Staccato?
Tarren Staccato, man, formerly known as Aftershock. A lot of people know me as Aftershock. You know what I mean? Songwriter, rapper, new actor since 2014. I've been acting, but rapping is my passion. Music is my passion, you know what I'm saying? And I just love music, man. I was born into the music. My grandfather was a comedian, and my other grandfather was a saxophonist. He got records with James Brown. My other granddad did comedy. My dad is a comedian, a producer, a writer, so I was born into it. So I've always been around music. My sister Erica, she's an R&B singer. Shout out to Erica. So I was just always surrounded by music. So Tarren Staccato, man, I'm just that guy that make music, man, and produce, and put together records, man. It's a lot going on, man. So I'm out here. I'm a music lover. I'm a music lover, and I just love it. I search out beats, I find tracks, and do mixtapes, do singles, I do it all, man. So right now, we just in our bag right now, man. Shout out to my producer, Kappacorn, in the building, too. He's really helped me tap into my sound lately. Like, you know what I mean? I've been doing beats for a long time, doing music for a long time, and I'm just now really starting to tap into my sound, you know what I mean? So it's a blessing to be able to finally get that going after all this time.
Let's go back. I know we're gonna talk about the music and everything that's led up to here. I'm gonna take it back to you said you've been acting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let people know. You've been in quite a few major films.
Yeah. So I went to SCPA. You know what I'm saying? In Cincinnati, right here in the city. Did musical plays, stage plays. So I got that experience being in theater and stuff like that. Then I was in my dad's play. He got a play called Who You Go Serve. Been working on since the late '80s, and it's finally coming into fruition with a book and all that. But like 2014, I got my first role in a movie with Don Cheadle. They came to Cincinnati, did a movie called Miles Ahead. It's a biopic of Miles Davis. So that was my first actual movie where I was actually on the set with Don Cheadle, Eva McGregor, with the real producers from Hollywood. They was in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati has become like a major motion picture friendly town lately, and a lot of movies have been coming here like real hard. So 2013, that was my first movie. With Don Cheadle, I was a patron at a boxing match, you know what I'm saying, when he was searching for his master. So if you go check that movie out, you'll see me real quick in there, like boom, boom, boom. But after that, I had like a year or two where no movies called, nobody called, so I thought it was like a one-time thing. And then out of nowhere, Lynn Meyer's Casting hit me up about another movie. I think it was, what movie was that? Surviving Compton.
Okay.
Movie about Michelle A. with the Lifetime biopic. So I was in that, and the movie just started pouring in. Like Bruce Willis did a movie called Reprisal here. 10 Minutes Gone. I did a movie with what's his name, Robert Redford, called Old Man and a Gun. I did a movie with Emilio Estevez called The Public. You can see me in that. So I just been chopping it away, man, like all those opportunities, and I'm really using that for real as a platform for my music. You know what I mean? To get on the soundtrack and get that experiences on the set, like being around producers and learning the game. So it's been a great experience, man. So even who the other movie that we did that I ain't shout out? I can't think of it right now, but it's a lot of movies, man, that I've been doing. Oh, I was a stand-in for Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
In Point Blank. So I've been on the set with him and just getting that experience of being around people in the industry, and it's been a great experience, man, and it gave me a platform for my rap.
So how did those opportunities like present themselves? Like I say, you start off with the Don Cheadle one first. So how did that opportunity lead to your next opportunity in film?
D. Lynn Myers casting. So just kind of like once you get in one movie, you get around the people and you get to know like the emails and stuff like that. And you know, they, like I say, Cincinnati has become a major motion picture friendly town. So every time it comes, it's just always out there. You send emails. They'll reach out like, yo, you know, you on the list. You know what I mean? You in the email contacts. Would you like to do this? Submit a headshot. So I just been tackling them. Like, you know, with COVID going on, I think the last movie I did was Hard Kill back in January of last year, right before COVID. And that's a movie with Bruce Willis. And it's a few other rappers, actors in that movie, but I can't think of their names, but they famous. They on one of them on WWE, the girl with the purple hair. I can't think of her. She remind me of like Tomb Raider. I can't think of her name.
Sasha Banks?
I don't know. It might be her. She in that movie, though. If you see that movie Hard Kill with Bruce Willis, you will see her in there. But, yeah, that's the last one we did. And actually, I did another one with Brett Taylor. Shout out to Brett Taylor. She got a movie called Babs coming out. That's my first speaking line I got. So look out for that. It's a small film about a lady that's overcoming alcoholism, you know what I'm saying? So look out for Babs with Brett Taylor, too. That's coming out.
So I know probably that you probably itching to get like, world need to hurry up, open back up so you get back out there on the acting scene.
Lines to come through, man. I need these movies to come through. Like, it's so fun being on the set. And, you know I'm going to be spitting on bars on the set while we're in between sets. I'm in there meeting people and eating and rapping. And, like, it'd be fun, man. It'd be fun for real.
So I always wanted, back to the music scene, I always wondered when, because I think of certain Cincinnati artists, you think of this hood, that hood.
Yeah.
But I know you live from everywhere. You live a little everywhere. So if we had a versus, an Aaron Staccato versus, what hood would you think come out and show the most love for you?
It'd be between Down the Way and Madisonville, but really the whole East Side for real.
Okay.
But Down the Way, I'm a Down the Way East Side guy. Shout out to Land to Land, Lincoln Courts, Lower Homes, Tot Lot, OTR, Up the Way. You feel me? I was born on Elm Street, so I spent a lot of time like that's where the mixtape scene really like popped off at for me in the streets. Is right in front of the store Big Jet Inn. Shout out to Big Jet Inn. You know, that's where we started our mixtape grind at. You know what I'm saying? Like selling mixtapes right in front of the store. But yeah, Down the Way, Madisonville, because I done lived in Madisonville. I went to school in Madisonville. I lived in Wanna Hills. I live in Evanston. So I really claim like the whole East Side for real. Okay. So Down the Way East Side, but Down the Way is really where the trenches, like where it really went down that for me. Like, so, big ups to the whole downtown, man.
When you you say you started rapping downtown in front of the store and everything. So when was that when you started like taking music serious? Like, like I got a future in this. I can do something with this.
Yeah, I really started taking music serious when I was 14. It was a group by the name of OTR Click. I don't know if y'all remember OTR Click. It was D'Amica, Two Steel, and what's brother name? Two Steel, Funky Mac. They were signed to All Net Records. Tyrone Hill, who played for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a record label, and it was right next to my school, SCPA. So when I was 14, I had a 9-man group, and we had 8 rappers and a beatboxer, and they was all from different hoods. So that's when I really started taking it serious and doing shows, and I started a group with my cousin from Chicago, Mo Trey and Erica P. We had a group called Animosity. So we went from the Deuce Trey group when we was like kids, 14, to Animosity. And then Animosity, we all went our separate ways, and I went solo. You know what I'm saying? So Erica went solo, I went solo. We all kind of went solo. So, yeah. That's where it all kind of started at for real.
I mean, speaking of that a little bit, come and say, like you said, I know you said music is basically in your blood from your granddad to your dad. Like you said, you got your sister, your cousin, Mo Trey. I met him. Yeah. He reached out to me like 2 years ago. He introduced me to Dub. I've been knew Dub from the music scene, but I interviewed Dub like 2 or 3 years.
That was the,
yeah. He was the one to connect. I dubbed your people too, man. I didn't know Mass was your people, so like just talk about like everybody. Like you connected, man.
Yeah, man. Small city, everybody tied in. Like everybody, do music. We know each other through music, through family, through the streets, through everything. So it's a lovely thing, man.
And it's still passing down. Like I said, you got your cousin Kappacorn right here.
Kappacorn, he behind the beats, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all heard him. He produced my first single called My Turn. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tarren Bland for breaking that record. You know what I'm saying? Like, My Turn was the first record in 2020 because, like, when I did the Later On record with Shay in 2019, that was the only record that I really recorded in 2019. So when 2020 hit, I was like, I got to get back in the studio heavy. So I made a vow to myself, like on New Year's Eve at midnight, I want to be in the studio recording when the clock strike 12. So My Turn, Cap, man, like he sent me a beat pack and I was like, yo, cuz I didn't even know you made beats. Like you been sitting up in your room making beats, ain't told nobody. Like, and I heard his beats and I just heard something like, and I just started writing. I'm like, all right, this is it. So the My Turn song was the first song that kind of broke the ice between me and Kappacorn. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, we just making hits. The Again record, the Spain record, the Potion record, the Look Who I Ran Into record, like all the records you've been spinning and everybody been hearing, like those all produced by Kappacorn. And it's like almost like a genetic connection for real. Like I think it's like a genetic thing, a marriage through the music, like through our genes. It's like we thinking the same, like, and that's finally the production that I needed.
So like you said, you said Later On was like your first record in whole 2019.
Yeah.
Let's go a little bit before that though, because I know you had your series of Staccato Nation mixtapes. Started first one I think like 2013.
Yep.
And then Staccato versus Aftershock.
Yep.
Now was that one? Was that one like? Did you kind of like? I want to say mingle. Did you get inspiration from like T.I. versus T.I.P. with that one?
Yeah, it was kind of like with me. I was in a transition because, like I said, I went by Aftershock. And I was like, wanted to give the people like really me, because Aftershock was like the rowdy me, like the you know what I'm saying, the turned up me, you know what I mean? The Aaron Staccato, that's more of the real me, you know what I'm saying, like the polished version of me, you know what I'm saying?
So Aftershock was basically like somebody like, not saying you weren't, but it's just like alter ego basically.
That was the original me, like the youngster, the younger me, you know what I'm saying? I started getting older and I started getting more polished with my lyrics, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm putting a sports term. So Aftershock was number 8 Kobe.
Yeah.
Aaron Staccato was number 24 Kobe.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Like, just elevating in me. And like when I went to SCPA, I took music theory and I learned a lot of musical terms like staccato, legato, crescendo. And staccato was something that stuck out to me like a long time ago. Like when I was in school, I just never really formulated that into a name. You know what I mean? So I was like, I want to give the people me, which is Aaron. That's my real name, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? And Staccato, it sounded kind of gangster to me, too. Like, you got the De Niros, the Capones, you know what I'm saying, the Natos, you know what I'm saying? So Staccato was like, 20, 30 years from now, and I want somebody to be naming themselves after me. You know what I'm saying? You got the Rick Rosses, the Jim Joneses, the 50 Cents. They name themselves after old gangsters, you know what I'm saying? And I want Aaron Staccato to be something that's original, like somebody want to name themselves after me, 20, 50 years from now, so. That's where Aaron Staccato.
So anybody in the future, if it's something Staccato, you're the first one. You're the first one to start it.
Staccato.
Now going back to the Staccato Nation mixtapes, I think your last one was 2017, The Plague.
Yep, The Plague.
And then I was saying that you put I forget how long ago, but on your SoundCloud you put Staccato Nation Part 4.
Yeah.
But did nothing follow after that. Yeah. So is that going to be in the works soon?
Yeah, that's in the works. So Staccato Nation 4 was supposed to be called The Cure. So I gave y'all The Plague. And this was before Corona, mind you. Like, I was thinking this before Corona.
So this perfect timing, really.
Yeah, so The Cure actually is done for real. What happened was I had all my stuff in storage. I had all my studio equipment in storage, and it was a big flood at U-Haul. So I lost all the whole mixtape. But I was able to restore the equipment and revamp all them songs. So I got all them songs back. I just started dropping singles. I ran into Kappacorn, and I kind of just like, man, I'm going to go back and redo it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to pick out the songs that still kind of relevant and still make sense, and then put out Staccato Nation 4. So look out for The Cure. I got the cover made for real. Like I had somebody actually draw the cover, like an artist draw the cover. So it's real crazy dope logo like for the thing. So look out for Staccato Nation 4, The Cure. We go drop that, man. You know what I mean? Hosted by Tarren Bland, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to get you on there, man. So yeah, look out for that. We go drop that. We ain't go do no date. We just go do a pop-up mixtape. We just go drop that thing.
Drop it on them.
Yeah, we just go drop it on them.
For sure. Now what you think like is the benefit from, like you said, you've been dropping crazy singles like the past a few years. What do you think is the benefit from just like releasing all these singles instead of just holding them, or go ahead like put them like one big album basically?
I think the benefit from the single is consistency. Like, mixtapes take time to come out. Like with the Staccato Nation 1, I did them every 2 years. You know what I mean? So with the singles, I'm dropping them every month. In 2020, we've dropped maybe like 10 or 11 singles back to back every month. Even during COVID, we were still dropping them. So with singles, it's almost like an album coming out every month almost, and it only take one song to change your life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm figuring like I keep dropping these singles, we keep dropping these heats. You know what I'm saying? One of these songs go take off, like the Spain record. Mm-hmm. That thing just kind of been having its own legs and taking off. And I figured like we keep on dropping them, one of them go platinum. You know what I'm saying? And one of them go catch 10 million streams. It's just about consistency and getting that one record that just go take off. So I feel like with the Spain right now, the Spain record, fat shout outs to Dub Santora on the Spain record too, and Kappacorn produced that as well. But I feel like that's our one right there right now. You know what I'm saying? I know we got a lot of them. I know you like that Again joint too. You know what I'm saying? But Spain has been the one that we've been like on a worldwide note, like they spinning it down in Atlanta, you know what I mean, in the clubs in Atlanta. They playing it on Atlanta radio. They playing it in the Midwest. It done touched overseas. So I think that's one that's kind of like international. So, the consistency with that, we just gonna keep on dropping singles. We got a lot more singles coming too.
I know you've been working with Dub, man, for I mean, like I said, he's a people, but he's a piece of people. So, and I remember when I interviewed Dub, I kept pounding him because he ain't dropped. He had like by the time I interviewed him, it's been like 4 years since he dropped his last project.
Right.
So I'm just thinking like,
Dub got something coming out. Stay tuned to Dub. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, but y'all chemistry is crazy.
Oh
like,
yeah, we gonna do an album.
Collab. I'm about to say collab.
We gonna do an album. We got a surprise. Me and Dub gonna do an EP. Me and Dub gonna do an EP, man. So be on the lookout. We got a surprise for y'all. We've been recording. We just cut 2 new records the other night. So look out for Dub Santora, Aaron Staccato album. It's definitely in the works for sure.
Now, what's your thought process like when you go and making a song? Like, do you get the beat first, or do you develop a concept first, then you try to find the right beat, or how's your making the song come about?
With Kappacorn, like his beats, like I say, I was able to tap into my sound. So I go off what he doing. You know what I mean? Like the Spain record, that was the name of the beat that he sent me. Like, so whatever the producer is thinking, you know what I'm saying, I get into the mind of what they was thinking, and I kind of keep that going. Because if that's what he was thinking when he was making it, I want to be on the same. I want to be aligned with him, you know what I'm saying, on what he was thinking when he made that track. You know what I mean?
But I want to ask you, because I think he's on, I mean, I know this it's kind of easy because I know you focus on a specific brand, but then he made the Potion and Look Who I Ran Into.
Yeah, he made the Potion and Look Who I Ran Into.
Did you ask him, like, I need something to match that, or he just sent you another?
Yeah, he be sending them beat packs, and we just be going through them. So with the Potion and the Look Who I Ran Into, matter of fact, shout out to Potion, my boy Renee, and AD over at Potion, and shout out to my man's Ron C over at Look Who I Ran Into. But with the thought process on there is that, like, his beats is so crazy, man. We just go through them, like, and I just start vibing with them. And they just kind of, captured the brands. It captured the Potion brand. It captured the Look Who I Ran Into brand. So we was able to just, like, tap in with those. Yeah.
So, man, we've been talking, like, and just, I mean, Cincinnati Hotel, I mean, just from your family alone. Yeah. I mean, but it's plenty of other artists, crazy artists in here.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you think Cincinnati's like got that break in as far as like a big industry? Why haven't we broke through yet?
That's a very good question, and nobody has the answer. But my perspective is that I think that we need to work together more. I think we need to do more collabs with each other. I think we need to start tapping in and doing more like mixtures of records. You know what I'm saying? Like mixing it up. Like shout out to Pedro, shout out to AR-15, shout out to Good Look. Shout out to who else doing their thing right now crazy. Shout out to Scally. He from the same hood as me, you know what I'm saying, down the way. I think we need to mix up the records a little more. Everybody's like doing their own thing and in their own lane. But I think once we start collabing and mixing it up a little bit, like, I know we already are though, for real. Like, it's a lot of people collabing doing their thing, but me personally, I want to do a record with Pedro. I want to do a record with Scally. I want to do a record with AR-15. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to mix it up a little bit And I think that once we do that, we will open. Oh, shout out to Lantana too, man. Shout out to Lantana, 40 Mike. Shout out to all of them. Like, I think once we start mixing it up a little bit and kind of doing more like combinations of the records, I think the industry, the world will begin to like respect us as a city more. You know what I mean?
Now, do you think? Because I know just from when people make records, they want to get them heard in our clubs, like locally and everything,
Right.
like in like clubs so people can hear them. Now, do you think like artists need to think about club first, or do you think radio still plays some importance?
Oh yeah, I think it's a balance between both of them. You know what I'm saying? I think the first step, like usually me coming up, being around people in radio, they usually want to see if the record is hot in the streets first.
Mm-hmm.
If it's hot in the streets and the clubs, the radio will play it. You know what I'm saying? It don't always work like that. Sometimes you get hot on the radio and then the streets. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a very good question. But I think like now you got the internet, social media playing the thing with the TikToks and you know all that, the Shazams and everything on Instagram, and so I think it's a mixture now of everything. But I think keeping that root to the DJ is very important because you got Spotify playlists now, you got all this stuff, but just the essence of it, you will never really be able to get out the DJ. You would never be able to X out the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because you would never be able to X out radio because it's like those are the foundations of hip hop, of music. So you will always need those to move in the industry because these other things are just phases and it always go back, you know what I mean, to the originality of it. So I think we need to keep on pumping the streets, pumping the clubs, pumping the radio, pumping the internet, and with all those aspects of promotion and marketing and grind, you will always be around.
Now, what is something that 2020 taught you, like I said, because, I mean, you being, like I said, wasn't be able to act all of last year due to quarantine. I know you still pumping out music last year, but like you said, wasn't be able to get them to clubs. Clubs were shut down. So really all we had was really the radio and then this social media like TikToks and everything.
Yeah.
So what is that, like, what's one of the biggest lessons you took from 2020?
To keep grinding, don't stop. You know what I mean? Like me personally, like right before COVID, I was booking studio times and studio sessions. And then when COVID hit, of course, nobody really had their studios open for real. Some people did, but I was blessed and fortunate to have Pro Tools at home. So I pulled out my equipment and I just kept going. And I was on Instagram real heavy going into the, I was still working too. I got a day job, so I was still going to work every day. But when I come home, you know, I was tapping into the music reviews. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate to still have you. You know what I'm saying? Keeping me in rotation on the mix shows. So yeah, being able to record at home was a blessing. And Kappacorn, he's a genius at mixing and mastering.
I was about to say, that's your secret weapon right there.
Yeah. He mixing and mastering everything. So I'm recording it at home, sending it to him, and he's like, you know, a chemist in his studio. You know what I'm saying? And he's mixing everything up. So 2020 really just taught me to, for real, always have a recording something at your house because you just never know when we're going to have to go into quarantine. You know what I'm saying? And I was fortunate to invest in that back in 2004. So, and I've still got all that stuff now. So I was able to go to that and keep recording, keep grinding, and use these resources that we have on the internet, you know what I mean, to where no matter what happened, we can still push out music and we can still create, and that's a blessing.
What's one thing, I mean, 'cause I know 2021, the world is slowly opening back up. What's one thing, like, that you're probably doing now that you miss, or, like, you didn't realize, dang, I missed this so much? Like, 2020 made me realize, like, dang, I really miss doing this, like that you couldn't do that.
Shows, open mics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No shows, no open mics. So now that that's opening back up, we'll be able to do more shows, open mic. Actually, my whole rollout was kind of messed up because right when that was happening, that's when I was doing the clubs real heavy, the club tours, like going to all the clubs in the region. You know what I mean? We was just getting ready to go hit the road, you know what I mean? Like, but we got on lockdown. We weren't able to do that. But thank God we got the internet, you feel me? We were still able to tap in with the DJs on the music reviews, and they still spinning the stuff in the clubs down there that's open. You know, Atlanta, they staying open. Like, they like, yo, we ain't
Atlanta
closing
shut
down.
Atlanta and Florida, man,
Yeah.
they ain't shut down.
So shout out to DJ Got a Strut and DJ Reese Cups down in Florida and Georgia, hold me down out there. I got to shout them out because they've been part of us, our team, you know what I mean, keeping me hot in the clubs down there. So shout out to them too, man. Yeah, like, they've been keeping me hot, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Tarren Bland up here in the Midwest, holding me up here, you feel me? So
Appreciate it.
definitely love, man.
Now, I know you're saying that the Spain record is going crazy. down in Atlanta, everywhere really.
Yeah.
But what people also don't know, you also going crazy over there in London. You got a track called Urban Savage. With,
Shout out to DJ Mester.
How that collab come about?
So I've been connected with DJ Mester since like 2004. We had a record back in 2004 that did number 8 in Italy. So DJ Mester, shout out to him, hold me down with the Urban Savage record. He got a radio show out there in the UK and Italy, out in Torino, Italy. So I connected back with him on a DJ conference call with the Heat DJs. Like I was on a conference call, and he's a Heat DJ, so we was able to link back up through Rampage, which is Busta Rhymes' cousin. Shout out to him. And I was able to link back up with him, and he was like, yo, I got this song. I want you to make a song for Urban Savage. So I just made a record, and it's been going up. He been playing it out there. He been playing it at the clubs. You know, he been playing the My Turn record, too, out there, too, and he been playing Spain. So shout out to that. Yeah, we definitely got some buzz overseas for sure.
That's one thing I noticed about you, as like following your career. Like you would literally work with anybody.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you on IG Live almost like every other night when you can, just chopping it up with artists from everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Where that come from? Because you know, like most artists, like man, I'm just gonna focus on me, get it myself. Who taught you? Like I need to network and reach out to other people.
That's just my hunger in the game for real. Like I'm so hungry for it. Like like if I see a person grinding and they hot, I mean we come across a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like on the grind, you go come across a lot of people, and I'm a networker. Like you know, if I see you grinding, just like me, we doing the same thing. We going for the same place, so we go run into each other. And that's just my networking thing. You know, I'm good at networking and I'm good at reaching out. Part of promotions is just to gotta tap in, because without the people, we ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always reaching out to the people, and so shout out to y'all. Without y'all, I wouldn't have no job. You feel me? Like without y'all people going to stream and download, without the DJs, without y'all support, like I wouldn't even be here right now. So thank y'all.
Hey, thank you for making heat. Thank you for your producer, Kappacorn.
Kappacorn.
Turn that mic up.
This
So
is his first interview.
So how old are you?
19.
How long you been making beats?
Like 2 years.
When you what's your process when you make a beat, or do you just like make a lot of them and then?
Yeah, like I don't really got no thinking process. Like whatever I'm feeling, that's whatever I make. Like I start out with some. Oh my bad. I start out with some and just go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody asks me for something specific or give me some type of idea or something, or like I don't know, a movie or a TV show, like or I'll be like, oh, that might sound cool or whatever, like sampling stuff, but like other than that, like I be making them quick, so like I don't be really thinking. Like I'll make like 10 in an hour and be done, like so.
So who's some of your influence as far as like producing?
When I first started, I was watching a lot of YouTube producers to learn how to actually make the beats. Like as far as like influences, like I can't really name none because I like everybody. Like I used to like take Keith Heavy. Like he used to be like somebody I like I want to make something like him type stuff. But as the time passed, I got on my own little thing. Like so I don't really be like.
Did you always want to be the producer? Have you ever thought about getting in front of the mic?
I started out rapping.
Okay.
And I was trying to learn how to make beats so I wouldn't have to like pay for nothing. Which is it's funny because that's how a lot of producers like start out. Like they want to make beats for themselves, but then I just because I started out making beats on my phone, and I was like I like doing this way more than rapping. So that's when I started spending money on like computers and stuff and taking it serious.
I know that's your cousin, right? That's family right there.
Yeah.
Has anybody else from the city like reached out to you for beats? Have you seen
I've been with people out of town, like LA. I'll be doing music with this dude from LA named Famous. It's this kid from Atlanta I was making music with. I haven't talked to him in a minute though, but other than him and Dub, like that's like the only two people in this city that I'll be.
I mean, that's good though. I mean, like I said, you got people out in LA and Atlanta, so you getting your name out there,
right? Yeah.
Faster than just keeping it local. So,
right.
Shout out to you, man. Hey.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, real quick, tell everybody where they can find you at on all socials.
I really only got an IG, produce.Kappacorn. You know what I'm saying? I got a link on my thing to my beat store on there, so y'all, you know what I'm saying? Go on there, follow me, whatever.
This ain't the last time y'all gonna hear from him. Kappacorn, man. Make sure I go follow him everywhere. Follow him everywhere. Hey, that's your secret weapon right there.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
sure.
I'm telling you. Like when was that moment for like when he sent you the beats like that you like, okay, this is my sound. Like I know what my sound is. Like what was that moment like for you?
When he sent me to my turn,
Yeah.
beat pack, I needed something hard because when we made that later on, that was kind of like laid back,
something
R&B.
for the ladies, yeah.
It was, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Shay and my boy Ja Drew up in Montreal, Canada, that made that beat too. But like I wanted something hard, something trap, something in the club, like the club. Like I wanted to get back in the club heavy with it because, like I say, that's where I really started at, and that's where really most of my buzz come from is like the streets and the club. So I just wanted something hard, and he sent me a beat pack, and I was just like, ooh, that thing hit. Like that my turn, that dun 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 dun. And then like when his stuff come on in the club, like I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I'll really be shocked at how good it sound. Like when they be mixing it in with industry records, like industry quality records, and other people locally, like I'll be like, feel lightweight, be like, dang, that lightweight just blew that out the water. Like, dang, bro, what you be doing? Like, I don't know how you be stacking your beats or how you be making them, but they hit hard.
That's one thing. Like all the tracks you send me, it makes with it's so easy to mix with somebody with a song from the industry. It's like makes our jobs as DJs a lot easier, man.
For sure, man.
I say definitely your secret weapon. So man, what's on the horizon, man, for Aaron Staccato in 2021 and beyond?
2021, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put out an album. You know what I'm saying? So like with all the singles we've been putting out, I think we go put together like a album, and then we go slide in maybe like 4 or 5 tracks ain't nobody heard yet. We about to drop the Look Who I Ran Into video. That's dropping. Y'all gonna be seeing that soon. We go finish up the My Turn video. We go do the Again video. We go shoot some videos. And then we go ahead and release an Aaron Staccato album. Look for that Aaron Staccato Dub Centaur project. And I'm gonna drop another mixtape too. So we just gonna keep on working, man. We go get Cap out there, man. We go get him some more artists, produced under some of his production. And we go keep grinding, more movies. Just grinding, just work. Oh, I just launched my own publishing company too about a month ago through BMI. So that's gonna be dope, you know what I'm saying? Finally getting the business part of it done, because a lot of artists don't know about copyrights and publishing and BDS and all that type of stuff. Like I've been up on it for a long time, but I finally got my publishing company. It's called AreaSia Publishing, named after my daughter. So
okay.
Yeah, so every record we do from here on out is covered through publishing, and that's where the checks really come in at, for real. You know what I mean? So it's still learning, just learning. It's an ongoing learning process. I don't care how young you are, how old you are, how much you know. It's just always something to learn. You know what I mean? If I can give any words of empowerment to any new up and coming artists out there, I would just say never give up, no matter what. Because there's a lot of times where we feel as artists that nobody is hearing us or nobody cares. Because really, people don't really care. There's so much stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody really care about nothing. Like, for real. Like, it's so much content and so much stuff going on in the world. Like, don't nobody really care about nothing, for real. But there's a lot of people that do care too. So, and we'll support. So long as we stand consistent and creating music and doing what we love doing, never give up. I think anybody in the industry or anybody in the game that can give that advice, I think most great people will say never give up, no matter what you're doing. I don't care if you do nails, if you got lashes, if you rap, you sing, you act, you do comedian, you do graphics, you do videography, you just want to work and be a regular essential worker, like whatever you want to do, man, just never give up at what you do, and you will accomplish your goals.
It's facts. Facts from the one and only Aaron Staccato, man. Tell them where they can find you on everything social media.
Yeah, you can find me on all platforms: Instagram, Aaron Staccato; Twitter, Aaron Staccato; Apple Music, Spotify, Shazam, just anywhere. Just Google me, hit Aaron Staccato, and just go pull it up. You know what I mean? We everywhere, man. Spain out right now, going crazy on the radio. Look Who I Ran Into, going crazy. So, we go run it up. We go run it up, man. Fast shouts to Tarren Bland, for holding me up on the radio and hold me up in the mixes and stuff like that. And shout out to everybody that support Aaron Staccato. If you know, you know. Holla, Staccato!
Now, before we get out of here, give you a pop quiz. Just ask a few questions.
Let's go.
Just answer that to the best of your abilities. First thing I do about when I wake up.
First thing I do when I wake up?
First thing I do or think about when I wake up.
I thank God that I woke up. I thank the Most High God, you know what I mean, for waking me up in the morning. Sometimes I reach for my phone and I catch myself like, hold on, let me thank God real quick. Because, you know, without putting God first, I wouldn't be nothing. All glory to the Most High God, for real.
Mild or spicy?
Spicy. Spicy for sure, especially with that Corona going around. You want to kill all them germs. But yeah, even before Corona, spicy, man. Spicy for sure.
If you were stranded on an island for 1 year and could only listen to 3 albums, what 3 albums would it be?
Meek Mill Championships, Nas, Illmatic, and, of course, Aaron Staccato.
Which one? I mean, you got
which one?
I mean, you got Staccato Nation, you got Aftershock with Staccato, you got the Plague. Which one?
The new one that we about to drop, self-titled joint.
Okay, so something the world ain't never heard of before. Ain't heard it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because this new one about to be crazy, man. This new one about to be crazy. It's about to be crazy. It's about to be substance. I kind of wanted to drop some bars for y'all for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all got time for a freestyle. Or
I just pop quiz. There you go. Hey,
some bars.
Go right ahead. Favorite food and drink?
Great question. Probably like Italian right now. Like shout out to Finley Market, bro, in Cincinnati. Like they got all the great food. Bouchard's, they got a lot of pastas and fettuccinis and salads, and you know what I'm saying? I eat that every day, man. So yeah, probably like the Italian food. I like soul food for real. But like you can't get soul food every day in Cincinnati unless you at home cooking it. You know what I mean? It's a couple spots, you know what I mean, you can go to, but on a regular, like pastas, salads, fruits and vegetables, I eat kind of healthy for real.
What you drinking with it?
Ginger ale, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, like, you know what I mean? I can't even lie, bro. Like ginger ale is a lifesaver, man. Like even before Corona, like, and even during it, like everybody, like that ginger ale keep your stomach smooth. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it keep you feeling good. Like I like ginger ale, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
If you could remake any hip hop song in history, what song would it be?
Well, right now, actually, it'll be that Sugar Hill by AZ. Mm-hmm. Actually, he remade the beat for it, and we get ready to redo that record.
Okay.
Shout out to my friend Amira out in LA. I'm trying to get her on the hook. She got the beat, but he remade. I don't know if y'all hip to the AZ Sugar Hill beat. Like it's a hot beat. It's like a summertime vibe, like when you riding through, kind of like a '90s beat. So we gonna remake that. Well, we already remade it, but we just gotta record it, and I'm trying to get AZ on it too. We trying to get him to at least get a cameo in the video or something. Cause that's Nas. That was Nas. That was like Nas' right hand man, AZ.
Now, you actor as well. So if you could remake a movie and star in it, which movie would it be?
The Last Friday. The Last Friday. That was the funniest movie ever, man. Like the first one.
Which role would you be?
I'll probably be like Smokey's cousin or something. If not Smokey himself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Chris Tucker probably come back like, what you doing, man? What you got going on, man? Felicia, you gonna ask for some sugar or some ketchup? What, you wanna buy my car? Hell no. Nah. Like, nah, I'll probably be on that shit last Friday. For real though, man.
That wasn't a bad Chris Tucker impression. That wasn't a bad Chris Tucker impression at all.
Yeah.
My name is Aaron Staccato, and I am
My name is Aaron Staccato, and I am a man of God, man. I know I ain't perfect. I ain't human, but I mean, I'm human, but I ain't perfect, but I'm human. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a man of God. Like, that's my foundation, and that's what's been carrying me through my journey, you know. So, yeah, I'm a man of God at the end of the day. Like, you know, I know y'all hear me on this music, this trap stuff, but these are chapters of my life. And as I grow and evolve, like, I'm a man of God at the end of the day. And I love it. So shout out to everybody. And I will say, like, if you don't believe in God, because I don't want to offend nobody by saying that, but if you don't believe in God, believe in yourself, because God is in all of us. So,
and there you have it. Appreciate you joining us today. And shout out to my man Matt.
Shout out to Matt on the camera,
man. If y'all need anything, any videography work, photography, graphic design, he's definitely the man to go to. Follow him on everything, Conesgraphix.
Oh, yeah, that's you?
Yeah,
I
that's
know you
him.
was Cone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Graphics is spelled Graphix. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing your graphics. You did a lot of graphics. Matter of fact, you did some graphics for my boy Chink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's him. Hey, he
Shout out to my boy
definitely the man for sure.
Conesgraphix.
Appreciate you coming. Appreciate you stopping through.
Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate you, man, for real.
Hey, no problem at all, man. It's been long overdue for sure. Kappacorn, nice meeting you, man. It's been Bland Conversations right here on 102.3 The Beat, thebeatcincy.com. Until next time, we out. Peace.
I'ma need me a vacation. I'm just gonna hop on a plane. I'ma need me a vacation.